Mystics, and welcome to another unboxing video of rare books. This book was actually written by one of my coworkers, and it's in a whole section of spirituality that I don't know a lot about, which is Norse mythology and runes. So shout out to Miss Katonic for sending me the package super fast, and let's unbox it now. All right, and here we go. First looks. So pretty. So this book was written by Rune, and I believe it's pronounced as Thursaruna. I know that this is a sigil that he made with the runes. I can actually see, I think, some of them in here. Again, I don't have a lot of knowledge about this area in occultism, but I can't wait to learn. The quality of the book is really nice. Ooh, I love the side cover. Look at that. That is so sexy. Little scary guy down here. Yeah, I can tell that it was made with quality. The binding looks really good. Look at that. It's quality binding right there. So let's open up. Whoa! That's beautiful. Look at this. Looks like blood. All right, next page. Whoa, who is that? I think that's a giant. Oh, I feel like it's alive when I look at it. Beautiful page. This Infernal House limited edition is limited to only 333 copies, and I have copy number 23. I'm definitely going to need to get this signed right here. This feels empty. Okay, let's take a look at our table of contents here. So we see obviously the introduction, and chapter 1 is learning the runes, which I definitely need to do because I don't know a lot about them at all. And then here, chapter 2, which is very intriguing, breaking the purity myth. Then we see spell working with the runes, and that's why I'm really excited about this copy, because it's not just using the runes for divination, but actually how to cast spell work with them. So chapter 4 is empowered runes with Eagle's magic. I'm not sure who that is, but I can't wait to find out. And then down here we have chapter 5, working with the giants, which I know Rand specializes in. Chapter 6, we have Embodied Chaos. This is Thursaruna philosophy in action. I love books that are not just knowledge-based, but also focused on how can you bring this into your craft? Make it tangible, make it practical. Then we have, the epithets of the giants. I'm not even going to pretend I can pronounce that name. And workings, very excited about. And then another name I'm not going to even pretend I know how to pronounce. Okay, I'm going to flip through. I love looking for illustrations. Oh my gosh, look at this. What a quality picture. I'm not going to share too much out of the book, but this looks really cool. I love seeing things, like I said, in action. How does it work? And it looks like he breaks it through really nicely for you. So I found a section of the book that I want to read to all of you because I think it's important. Addressing concerns about syncretism. And if you're not familiar with what syncretism is, it's the intercultural exchange of religion and beliefs. And this can happen through conquering other peoples. It can happen through trade, or even in the worst part, the slavery aspect of it. But here, Rand writes, despite its deep historical roots, syncretism in the modern Norse practice is often met with skepticism and concerns. Practitioners may question whether blending traditions compromises authenticity or dilutes spiritual depth, or creates an incoherent practice. These concerns are valid and deserve thoughtful consideration. However, history demonstrates that Norse spirituality has always evolved through the interaction, and embracing this truth can provide balanced perspective on modern syncretism. I was also super skeptical about touching anything regarding Norse mythology because of Nazis and all of that stuff, and it just seemed like just too much for me. But I am not afraid of this book, and I know that the author is so thoughtful. Number 1, authenticity concerns. The concern is blending elements from other traditions undermines the authenticity of Norse spirituality. Rand's response is, the Vikings themselves were cultural adopters, integrating foreign elements into their spiritual and material practices. Artifacts such as Slavic pendants and Byzantine bowls found in the Norse graves illustrate their willingness to incorporate outside influences while maintaining a distinct cultural identity. Modern practitioners can honor the spirit by thoughtfully integrating new elements that align with Norse values and aesthetics. Number 2, spiritual depth concerns. Incorporating elements from various traditions risks watering down the depth of Norse spirituality. Rand's response: rather than dilution, syncretism can enhance spiritual practice by offering new perspectives, deepening understanding. For example, combining Norse runes with meditation techniques from other traditions can help practitioners develop a richer and more intuitive relationship with the symbols, reinforcing their meaning rather than diminishing it. And number 3, coherence concerns. Mixing different practices creates confusion and leads to an incoherent spiritual path. Rand's response: Viking culture was inherently eclectic, yet cohesive. They maintained a strong spiritual identity while incorporating influences from cultures they encountered. Thoughtful integrations such as pairing Norse runes with archetypes from systems like tarot can create meaningful, cohesive practices when approached with a clear understanding of both traditions. I think that's 100% true. And I think that we can't avoid syncretism in our world. Not now, not 10,000 years ago. Humans are always interacting and borrowing from each other. Oh, and there's one more, which is number 4, respect for tradition. Concern: syncretism may misrepresent or disrespect Norse heritage. Rand's response: traditions are not static. Thank you, goddess. Oh my God, Rand. Yes, absolutely. I try to tell people this all the time. Traditions evolve with time and context. Norse spirituality was and continues to be a living tradition that adapts to changing circumstances. Practitioners can honor this legacy by approaching syncretism with reverence, ensuring that adaptations stay true to the core values and themes of Norse mythology and spiritual practices. By addressing these concerns with historical context and practical applications, practitioners can navigate the complexities of syncretism confidently, rather than viewing it as a threat. Syncretism can be seen as an opportunity to expand and enrich Norse spirituality in ways that honor both the past and the present. Wow, that is so beautiful. We will be able to really learn so much from Rand, and I know he has worked so hard on this book. I can't wait to dive in. And if you're interested in runes, this book is not like any other book out on the market, and there's only a limited edition. I know he just had the second restock of the book from Miskatonic, so you're gonna wanna buy it now. This won't be around forever. Oh. I just saw the thing on the front. The sigil on the front is known as the Fruit of Golvig. So the purpose of this sigil right here is to give seeds of fertility to your endeavors, personal, creative, or physical. Wow, that is so cool. What a perfect sigil to put on the front of your book. So if you're interested in Norse mythology, if you're interested in runes, this book is the book that you want to get. I can't wait to add it to my collection up here. It will definitely be a classic, so don't wait. Buy your copy today while they're still in stock.